Hi everyone, my name is Porndao Angkahiran, number 25 from 3/5. Today I'm going to tell you guys a story about the frog and the princess, so let's enjoy. Once upon a time, there was a king whose all of his daughters were all beautiful, but his youngest daughter was exceedingly beautiful. She is the most beautiful girl in the castle. She liked to play under the lime tree near the fountain. She liked to play with her golden ball. She threw it up into the hand and catch it by her hand. This is her favorite amusement. But one day, there is something happened to this golden ball. When she threw it up into the air, it did not fall down into her hand, but on the grass. And it fell down to the fountain. The fountain is very deep. She cannot see at the bottom of the fountain. So she started to cry. She cried louder and louder. Then one voice came off. "Why are you crying though, princess?" She started to look around. Where is the voice from? But she cannot see anyone. But she see only a frog. So she asked, "What is you that spoke? I'm weeping for my golden ball that bounced off my hand and fell down into the fountain." And she started to cry again. The frog said, "Be quiet and don't cry, princess. I can give you good assistance, but if I can fetch up your golden ball, what will you give me?" "What would you like, dear frog? My threads, my pearls, my jewels, or the golden crowns I wear?" "Your threads, your pearls, the golden crowns you wear are not for me. But if you love me, if you be my friend, if you play with me, if you let me sit in the same table, eat from the same dish, drink from the same cup, and sleep in the same bed, if you promise me all of these things, I will fetch up you the golden ball." "Oh, I promise you, frog." So the frog suddenly dived down and fetched up find the golden ball. But the princess she's thinking by herself, "What's a silly frog chattering about?" She did not believe that the frog can find her the golden ball. But finally, the frog swam up again with her golden ball in his mouth, and he threw it onto the grass. When the princess see the golden ball, she was shocked, and she don't believe. She quickly picked up her golden ball and ran back to the castle. The next day, the frog came to the castle. He ran onto the top of marble stair, while the princess is having breakfast with her family. There is one sound, knocking the door. "Knock, knock, knock." And he shouted, "Open the door, the little daughter of the king." The princess don't know who's calling her, so she go and open the door, and she see the frog. She suddenly closed the door. So he dares ask her, "Who's that, little daughter?" "He's the frog, Dad." "Why are you afraid of the dog, daughter?" So she tell her dad that yesterday her golden ball fell down into the fountain, and the dog fetch up her the golden ball. But he made me to promise with him that if he can fetch up my golden ball, I need to be his friend. I need to sleep with him in the same bed. I need to eat with him, Dad. "But he's just an ugly frog, Dad. I don't want to be his friend." "Oh, little daughter, you promised to him already, so go and open the door and let him in." So she go to and open the door. She let the frog come in. The frog said, "Lift me up, princess." The princess lifted the frog up with her fingers. Then he said, "Could you pass me that plate?" so I can eat it. So the princess do that. He has a nice meal that day. After he full, he get tired and he say, "Could we go to make a date and sleep together, princess?" The princess start to cry again. She say, "Dad, I don't want to sleep with him in the same bed. I want to sleep on my own bed, my clean bed, not with him, Dad." And she start to cry. Her dad gets angry and shout at him, "You promised to him, daughter, so you need to do. If you don't want to do, don't promise to him at first." The princess cannot do anything, so he carried the frog into the chamber, and then they're now on the same bed. The frog tell a lot of stories to the princess, but the princess gets annoying, so she say, "Be quiet, ugly frog." The frog quiet. Many days later, they do a lot of things together. They play together, they eat together, they sleep together, and the princess found that he's quite a good frog. He's not bad. Then after that, she fall in love with the frog. In fact, before a frog is a frog, he's not a frog. He's a prince before, but according to the magic, so he becomes a frog. But he can come back to the prince if he find true love. But because of the reluctance of the princess, so he cannot came back to the prince anymore. But they still fall in love, as a frog is an animal and a princess is a people, but they're still in love. Moral of the story: do not make a promise if you're not sure that you can do it. Thank you for watching and listening.